Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's me, Kevin, and I am back on my blind playthrough of The Outer Wilds, Echoes of the Eye DLC, and I have a feeling, I don't know for sure, but I have a feeling this may be the last episode of the DLC playthrough. I think we will most likely beat it today. I think we're at was probably the final stage. We are just trying to get into the sealed, or it's autopilot. We're just trying to get into the sealed vaults right here. That's kind of where we're at. And I know how to remove one lock. If we glitch through the transition area, one of the transition areas, and fall through the ground, we can get into an area to ride the boat and clear one of the locks. I actually think I have an idea of how to clear a second lock. So let's kick off this episode by testing out one of my theories. I actually have a couple ideas for this theory. And honestly, we don't have to go far. We can go to this very first area. All right, the first thing we got to do is we got to head to the Dark Realm. All right, and we're gonna call the boat and glitch through the wall. I forget how to call the boat in this area. Wait, can I call the boat in this area? Yeah, we go through that door. My bad. Yeah, definitely. You know, what am I doing, dude? We got to get out of here. It's good we blew that door open. We may need it, but no. Let's wake up. Okay. No. Let's head. We need to head towards, the next area. We can't go to the canyon because the canyon, sleeping in the canyon will break my theory immediately. So let's head to the next spot and get back in the Dark Realm. All right, we need to head into the Dark Realm. I went into the previous area first, but I've realized like it's just not a good idea. It shuts down so quickly because of the flood that it's better to come here. But I went ahead and I opened the door in the first area so we can explore it if I need to. I don't think we need to for my theory. But what we need to do is we need to get in the Dark Realm. I realize I still call it the Dark Realm when we know it's a simulation. It's I guess a computer simulation. This is what you would call it. All right. And now we need to call the boat. It's kind of brutal not being able to use my jetpack here, but whatever. All right, so we'll come over here. We'll extinguish this. And then call the dock. So actually, this should test two theories for me, I think. I've never transitioned or glitched through the map on in another area. I've always been in the canyon area where I glitched through the map. So it'll be interesting to ride the boat here, glitch through the map, test my idea, but also see what happens when we glitch through the map while sleeping in a different area. I don't know. Let's find out. It was right there. It's a chair. All right. The boat takes forever. I got my coffee. My coffee's about ready to brew. I'm a little tired this morning. I don't know if I sound like it, but I am tired. But I was like, also, just after all the discoveries we made yesterday, I've been thinking, I thought about this game like all freaking night, man. Like, what do I want to test? What do I think is different? Okay, does it not look like there's any difference? What would be the tower? Yeah, it doesn't look different. All right, well, I'm gonna test one of my theories. Let's go over here. I have two theories on how to get across this bridge. And this is gonna be the first theory that we test right here. Now, this one we know we can clear. This is cool. Boom. One lock extinguished. And actually, before I test, I want to test on this bridge over here, but also let's put that down right there. I want to see if I load into a different area, does this, okay, it's the exact same, like, organization here. Okay. Well, let's see this other theory. So my theory is there was a video we watched yesterday that showed one of the inhabitants not being woken up by one of those statues. And my logic was, if you're like this one represents the canyon, the 3 histogram. So if I walk through the alarm bells of the 3 histogram, or, you know, I'm in the submerged bell structure, I should not be at the bell that wakes you up. Let's see. Okay, no, it wakes you up. Is there a broken bell then? Maybe that's a question. Although I do have another theory. But we have to head to the canyon. All right, we've reached the canyon area. It's time to make my coffee, but I want to get up here first. So let's go to sleep. All right, we're in the dark realm. I've got my coffee. Time to get going. All right, so my second idea, we're in the canyon. Gotta open the bridge. All right, and then we need to go in and blow out the lights. And I forgot, how do you blow out the lights here? Hey, wait, how do you blow out the lights here? Is it down this way? Oh, is this... No, was it the secret bridge? No, this is not the area with the secret bridge. How do we... Oh, oh, the band. My bad. Yeah, we're in the wrong spot. I remember now. We gotta go up. All right, see, like, man, there goes the flood. So the first area is about to get woken up and die. All right, so we just crossed right here. Okay, there we go. Now we don't even have to deal with them. I need to just go literally take the boat right now. We want to go under the thing. So my logic was, and we'll see if this works, does turning off the lights here turn off the lights overhead of the, what is it? The bridge. There's lights overhead of the bridge. So let's see. I actually have one third theory that if this does not work. Where is it? Nope, it didn't. Basically, I was thinking about that light. See that light shining down? I was thinking if I did that, it turns off the light. How do we get that light to turn off? Well, damn. But anyways, all right, well, let's get back to this ship and see if I can't figure something out here, dude. All right, what does the ship say? All right, let's get to this view. So we know about the 3 locks. We found symbols, but none of them to the actual histogram locks. Map projection points to the slide room. This slide room led us to the Forbidden Archive. The Forbidden Archive was the one in the Shrouded Woods, and that taught us Intact slides reveal the sacrifice that was made. Yeah, I found a slide reel that appears to be somewhat... It shows one of the stranger's inhabitants jumping off a raft. So that's how we learned to glitch through the map. How do I get it to change the 1 of 2 in the thing? Does it automatically shift? How do you get it to swap? There it is. Okay. Yeah, so we learned about the glitch one. So that one's straightforward. There's nothing else that you go from there. Projection 2 led us to this slide burning room, and then the Forbidden Archive at the Starlit Cove, right? And this taught us, I found a okay, there's the flame. So there, there is that room right there that I've not seen, or that could be at the spot of, yeah, guy goes to sleep, goes into the simulation. He's alive and in the simulation. Here comes an old dude or lady. They tip over and die before they get plugged in. They flatline in this world. But they still got lit up and went into the next realm. And now finally, this guy goes in. Or is this starting over? I think that's starting over. Okay, so something about dying? See, like an alarm bell's ringing. Oh, but one of them, and it's triggering a brain activity to blow out, I think, the candle. And that guy gets sent back. Is that the guy on the right? Yeah, it's the guy on the right. He gets woken up. But the guy on the left is dead. And so he can't come back. So do I have to die in this realm? Do I have to die in my... How do I die and enter those realms? Stand on the flame? Oh. I have an artifact. We're at the canyon. So we should be able to be here a while. Now, do I just wake up? I did. Okay. Now, if I fail or something, I guess if I get caught or I fall in the water or something, I'm done. I'm toast. But the bells will not affect us anymore. That makes me wonder too, what happens if I step out of the simulation after coming in here dead? And I am out of coffee. I'm wide awake now though. I don't feel tired anymore. Honestly, like today too, I made a warm coffee and I kind of regret that. Like, I like iced lattes better than warm lattes, to be honest. I don't know why. I felt like today I was like, maybe I'm craving a warm latte, but no, not really. All right. So let's see. I should be able to cross the other bridge there with the alarm bell and not be phased. Extinguish. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. It's not slowing me down. There's no bell noise. Look at that, dude. Okay. 2 of 3 figured out. 2 of 3 figured out. I'm gonna leave this Leave that there. What happens if we leave now? Same pat. Yeah, it's in the same pattern over here though. So I don't know what to do with this one. I honestly don't have a theory for this. The theories I had... Okay, let's see. This is a single histogram. This is in the Shrouded Forest. And you know what? The Shrouded Forest is one of the only areas like this that we can enter through the glitched map. Question is, why? Why would I want to go into the Shrouded Forest from here? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. What would I do? So we got 2 or 3. We can't wake up because I'm dead. Now, do I have to combine being dead? So, you know, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty stuck right now, dude. And this is it. I think we've kind of figured out this third one, and then it probably leads us towards like the very end. I doubt. No, there's no way I can do the. I was gonna say like maybe the leap of faith, but no way. Like the bridge is not there. What? Oh, hold on. I have an idea. We're gonna probably just wake up and die. All right, so I died obviously because I was dead in the real world, but not in the simulated world. So which one did I not look at? I don't think I rewatched this. So in this one, this is where they get outside the simulation, the rendered area. What's throwing me off is what is all the text there? I mean, is that code? Is that supposed to be like code? When you leave... So, you know, that helped us find like hidden walkways and things, right? But it didn't really, like, really, what else did that help us with? I'm trying to think here. It helped me sneak around. But I feel like that can't be just what it's about. It's about sneaking around. Found a slide rule that appears to be some sort of air report. It shows one of the stranger's inhabitants dropping their artifact on the ground and walking beyond its projection radius. And I get that, but what does that, what's confusing to me is what does that really like help with? I mean, it helps me see the bridge. All right, so one thought I had was the reason I wanted to reset. Let's go see what does a bridge look like before you blow on the lights? We're in the first area, the Shrouded Woodlands. Let's go ahead and I just want to open this. Like when I'm here, we're opening that because we may want to do that, use that in this loop for some reason. I don't know. Could be something that we learn. All right, let's go this way. It's this right here, right? Yeah. So what does this look like before we turn the lights on to actually extend this bridge, to open this bridge? Okay, it's just completely invisible. Okay. Question. Okay, I have a question now. If we act, because each area kind of, doesn't each area have something like this? It has this bridge here. In the next area, what do we blow open? The dock. I walked right past it. Yeah, we want to do this. All right, so we turned that bridge on. Was there anything else? You don't turn lights off here. There's nothing else we really activate here. We do activate the, not the teleporters, but all right, hold on. Let's wake up now. And let's get to the next area. So unfortunately that didn't immediately help me. What I wanted to see was what does the bridge look like outside of the rendered area of the artifact? Like, because I was wondering, does it look like the bridge that's in the submerged area, right, where it's like those 4 or 5 separate pieces at different levels? You know what I mean? Different height levels. So I was wondering if they, like, if these other things that we light up look the same as that, but they don't. But now I'm wondering, if I light these types of things, does that change the pattern of the bridge? Let's see. All right, so we can just put the artifact down right here. Walk over there, and it's still in the exact same position. Still in the same position. What in the literal F? You know, my only other thought is, do we maybe actually find the code for the first one? You know, rather than some trick, rather than some hidden trick like we did for the second and third bridge, do we literally, can we just find the code somehow? In the first one shows us how to glitch through the map, and it seems like right now glitching through the map is not helping us in terms of like, yeah. You know, what happens if we like double glitch through the map? Like, see how we're glitching through the map? And then what if we go this way again? And by the way, I died this time getting in here, so when the area I'm in tips over, I'm done for the time loop. But what if we wait for these guys to get flooded, and then we get out this way, go back to the boats, and do it again, like glitch through the map again? I don't think is that really gonna change anything. So a double glitch really doesn't look any different. Question is, put you down, any change to the bridge pattern? No change. What the hell? What in the hell, dude? We absolutely, looks like, have to take the bridge over there. Because it looks like, I mean, it looks like there's no other way to get on that besides taking the bridge. Dude, what am I missing? I'm totally lost. We've never seen a bridge like this, I don't think, right? That shows like pieces like this. I don't think we've ever seen a bridge like that. If I use this, oh my god, dude. There it is. Dude, we've oh shit, I need my damn. Okay, I'm glad, dude. I mean, to figure things out, like, sometimes it's just a process of elimination. Try every little trick you can think of. As random as it may be, you just need to eliminate it as a possibility, you know? That's crazy. And I died to get here, but I'm in an area that will wake me up eventually. We may have enough time though to get over here. But if I die to come to this one, how do I actually get back to the main area with the locks removed is the question. So we're about to... It's about to be weird. Because that's it. All the locks removed. Okay. We enter. Oh my god. That's so cool, dude. We did it. We might not have enough time depending on how far this thing goes. There's a door there. Oh, what did I do? Just all the lights, maybe? All the candles? I thought I saw something. Was that a bell? Or what did I see? What did I just see there? Ooh! One that's not dead. The prisoner. Who are you? He's missing part of his antler. I'm about to learn how to read their text now. He's gonna show me a vision. The chamber. He woke up, went to the thing that freed the signal. So they hid the signal. So that's why they imprisoned him. They put him in the submerged bell. He was the one they locked away. And then they hid the signal. And I bet in the small window is when the Nomai picked up the signal. Cause they hit it, then he made it, he activated it again. Show him. Oh. They're showing him the Nomai. Me, my species, everything we learned. Oh, this is so cool, dude. All his people are... Oh, that's not cool. All his people are dead, but... This is so fucking cool, dude. I love this game, dude. Oh my god. The signal was picked up by the Nomai. Yep. Oh, I got it right, dude. He actually saved creation. This guy saved his people almost extinguish all life, like the flame, right? The flame and all of creation almost went out. But because he went through that, he opened that small window that notified the Nomai, and they came here and did their part, which led to my species, which did its part. In the next reality, we get to persevere. And I actually think his people die right there. I think his people died too. The Nomai died there. I think that's when they died. Or maybe they just died of old age in their spot. Did they never intend to leave the simulation? Maybe they didn't. Actually, maybe they intended to die, go in there, and forever guard it, you know? It's me. Look at me. What, he's gonna share something? Or he's thanking me? Wait. I'm in the prison now? What's he about to do? Okay, well, never mind. He just went up first. Maybe the elevator's coming back down for me. Damn, dude. I hope it doesn't wake me up. I hear some rumbling. Like, maybe the thing's tipping over. Looking at the moon. So he's free. And so am I. There he is. Or he left a thing. Him and I together. Riding a boat off into the end of the world. Huh? What do I... Hold on. Go up, maybe? We can't leave. Because I'll die. Like, I can't wake up from this. I don't know where else to go. Like, we don't see him, right? Could it be that, like, I've already done everything I need to? And that now I do the ending over again and I can take his kind of species and, you know, the knowledge of him and his people with me into the next reality? Yeah, there's like nowhere to go from here. Go back down. You know, because of what I figured out over here, can I actually... If I... Hold on. I just thought, do I have to die? Ow. Do I have to die for this right bridge? Like, if I put that there... Yeah, I don't know. It's not like the other bridge. It's not like the other one. That just helps me out of here. Honestly, like, I don't know what to do. There's nowhere I can go besides, like, just wake up. But where did he go? I think it's showing me that he, like, went into the water to wake up, maybe, right? That's it. That's it. Okay, but yeah, because I always carry the memories with me through death. And remember, my memories are being backed up to a Nomai statue. I met one of the stranger's inhabitants who was imprisoned within the vault. The prisoner showed me a vision revealing the actions they took that resulted in their eternal confinement. I used a vision torch to share my knowledge of the solar system's history with the prisoner. The prisoner left one final vision for me by the water's edge as farewell. That we, like, I guess that we'll go together into the end of the world. I'm thinking that's like, dude, I gotta do the ending over, right? Please tell me, like, if the devs did that, if the devs made it so, like, you take them into, what is that thing? The Adler Rock? We're gonna have to do the ending. All right, we're back in the Ash Twin project. And you know what? I'm actually glad to be back here because you know what? When I did my blind playthrough, I watched back my last episode. I realized I missed this over here. All this stuff right here. Is this text I've already read? My gratitude for the latest shipment, Onio. This ore should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. Oh, this is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check, specifically mine? If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. We'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to a disaster. Once we finish this shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure that there are no longer any physical entrances. Rami and I will be checking the interior and then the exterior for cracks. I think I've read that before. I mean, honestly, I think I've seen all of these. I mean, deep for sure. I have good news, Yaro. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary and her design is beautifully clever. The core's durability could still be improved. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Dude, I love the Nomai, dude. They're such a cool species. I've installed the mask inside the Ash Twin Project flocks. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds as a safety measure. However, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. Yeah, see, we've read all that. That was kind of letting us know we're in a time loop. Okay, that opens. Now we have gravity. All right. All right, let's go plug this in. All right, back into the Dark Bramble we go one more time. Now, let's see if I remember how to do this. We need the distress beacon. It's that one up there. What are you? Okay, you're just a seed. Okay, okay. All right, so we found the Nomai gravesite, which I'm still super bummed about. There we go. Okay. Okay, and we definitely remember we cannot take our ship in there. Yeah, we cannot take our ship in there. Gotta deal with these freaking anglerfish one more time. All right, level 1 booster should be okay. Okay, we made it past the anglerfish uneventfully. Thankfully. Now back to the super hype music that I absolutely love. Now, no telling if this really is any different. I mean, there's a big chance, right, that there's really no change to the ending. I really do hope the devs did something as like a bit of an Easter egg for the DLC to be included in the ending, but I won't judge them too harshly if they didn't do it. There we go. Still bugs when you get in here. All right, in we go. Actually, hold on. Okay, I wanted to turn on my OBS stats because this area bugs out. I am not dropping or skipping frames. Okay, cool. All right. Into the eye we go again. Yeah, because I still think that the stranger inhabitants, I just think they misunderstood the eye. Or maybe they didn't misunderstand the eye, but they just couldn't stop the inevitable. You know what I mean? Maybe they couldn't stop the inevitable. It's like, just can't be controlled. there goes the universe. Yeah, we're back in this like gorgeous scene. And all of the lights go out in all of life in the universe. Oh, that's right. Now, I don't quite understand this. We see myself. Is this because I create the link to the... Is this why? Like, this is like, hey, here is the link to the new possibilities of life. Okay. Do you hear the music? We remember this. We remember. It's my boy Gabro. Or not Gabro, Ryback. My boy Ryback with the banjo. Okay. Now it'd be interesting. I doubt this is the case. Go away. Go away. I doubt this is the case, but could there be a new music instrument? Could there be a new place in the fireplace? There is! I knew it! I knew it! Where? Oh, dude! Where's the... Hell yeah, dude. I am so glad they did this. There's a photo of the Nomai, a photo of the strangers, a photo of us. A mirror. Oh. Dude, that's so cool. We got... Yes! Hold on, I gotta go talk. It's the prisoner, right? Is he gonna be over here now? He's over there. When my kind found the eye and realized what it was capable of, they were terrified. It was too difficult a truth. Like a light too bright to look upon directly, it burned them. What they could not unlearn was hidden away in darkness, obfuscated, then lost. They did not want to see their story end. My kind weren't always like this. We weren't always so afraid. I did what I could to set things right, yet I am still of my kind, and you know now what they did. I cannot promise our fear won't stain your mind. Us, and so a choice. Are you certain you want to remember me? Join us. Yeah, no, join us. Let's see what happens. I don't want to repeat my kind's mistakes, but if you're willing to take the risk, then so am I. Dude, join the band. Everybody makes mistakes. They deserve a second chance. That's so cool, dude. Dude, I am just so in love with this developer team. The fact they like brought them back, like they actually added them to the ending of the game. Okay. The band is all together, dude. He's at the fireplace with us. I hadn't dared to hope that anyone would hear the signal. For how briefly I set it free, yet here we are. Are you ready for the final step? Yes. Then it's time. Time to send our spark out into the darkness. What is the any dialogue change? A conscious observer is in an eye. I wonder what happens now. Okay, no dialogue difference. Wait, but Gabbro is not in the loop. Any change to you? What do you say, time, buddy? No? Okay, it's the same stuff. Get out the old harmonica, buddy. Wait, what does he play? He whistles. That's right. Let's go, buddy. All right, shirt. Hell yeah, dude. I'm so glad they did that. Now we got us. We're all together. How beautiful. It's different than I envisioned. Whatever happens next, I do not think it is to be feared. It is not. I believe we reached the end of our journey. All that remains is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. Are you ready to learn what comes next? Yes. I admire your curiosity, friend. Let's find out together. The end. With a bang. A big bang. A big flash bang. Dude, the DLC was so good. All right. Well, damn, I was right. This was the last episode. I had a feeling we were at the end there. I mean, the sealed vault felt like it was going to be the end of the, the objective. And I didn't really see the story connection coming, dude. That was really well done. Really, really well done. It makes me wonder if they had the idea for this DLC before they even released the game, because it just plugged into the story so well. Like the fact that Nomai found the signal briefly and then it just kind of disappeared. They never found it again. Kind of like the whole idea of plugging in the strangers like makes so much sense. It ties in perfectly. So one last thing I'm wondering, there's in a minute, there's going to be an update about the new universe. Do we see the strangers added to that as well? So we'll find out. But damn. All right. Well, I beat the game, so let's review it. I think it took me like, I don't know, 9 hours, somewhere like 9 to 10 hours to beat the game. I definitely got stuck in several places, and to everybody viewing out there, I never looked anything up. All right, I know there's someone called me on looking up how to get into or find the stranger like ship. I did look that up just because like I was confused. I wasn't sure the radio tower thing was exactly like the DLC. I wasn't positive, so I looked it up, and then when I got to the satellite, I was confused. I didn't know what to do. So I looked it up, and it told me how to get into the stranger ship. Once I got into the stranger ship, I never looked anything up. This was me uncovering and testing numerous theories. But the DLC, all right, score 9.5 out of 10. Excellent. The main game was 10 out of 10. And the DLC, honestly, I don't really think it had any faults. I just, I don't know, the how can I say, the vibe, the atmosphere of the main game was it just had an edge, a slight edge. I liked the premise in the main game. I think it came down to the Nomai. I liked the idea of reading and learning about the nuances of their personalities, their belief systems, right? The Nomai were so fascinating, and that their whole existence was to learn, right? And have fun doing that together. And I loved that. The Nomai were so special. And the strangers, they were a juxtaposition. They were kind of the other side. I mean, they got excited by learning too, but they were also just fearful. Like fear paralyzed them to learn. Instead, what they did is they just wanted to hide things away, right? And I love that there's that difference in them, right? I love there's that difference, but I don't know. The vibes of the first game or the main game were just like better to me. But it's weird to say that. I can't say that faults the DLC. I thought the DLC was brilliant for what it was. It was way more puzzle heavy. Like instead of reading a lot of text, like in the main game, you're really going from point to point, just reading text, and it kind of points you to the next area. In the DLC, you really had to kind of think about all the things that were there and like figure out proper orders or how to use certain things in the right area. It was way more challenging from that aspect. In fact, all right, in terms of my review categories, nothing really changes much in terms of like the graphics, art, and the world. I think it was brilliant. The DLC was brilliant. It was just as good as the main game. In terms of the story, the art, or the story, the characters, and the acting, there's no acting, obviously. There's no like dialogue or things of that nature. I did like how there, again, a juxtaposition between the main game and the DLC. The main game was you're reading about what the Nomai were doing and thinking. In the DLC, you're watching their video of what they were doing and thinking. So they did kind of act it out instead of like just reading what they were thinking. And I actually did like that. I missed the dialogue and just kind of understanding of who they are. You know, like I know we kind of got the idea that they were scared or even angry, you know, but it would have been, I don't know, it's a little more personable to like read exactly what was going into their minds and such. But maybe I think in the DLC, reading would have probably given too much away in terms of like the discovery at the end and the ending. But I loved like finding the reels and reading them. That was really cool. The challenge in the DLC was far greater than in the main game. I mean, being able to have to like sneak past the inhabitants, right? Trying to draw them away so you can get past them, and then just figuring out the puzzles that were in front of you with all the abilities you had were way more challenging. And I did like that. I liked it being more challenging. I mean, just in that last area, I struggled to kind of figure out like, what do I do with these other bridges? And then, what are the categories? Damn it. I think we're about to see the, 13.4 billion years later? Or, yeah, 14.3 billion years later. Now, do we see the strangers in there? Music and sound design was the next one. Honestly, I think they topped it. They topped the music of the main game. I thought the music in the DLC was a step above. It was awesome, dude. This developer team is so good. So good. And sound design was as perfect as the main game, even better. Performance, I mean, the performance in the DLC was smoother than the main game. I actually had some hiccups in the main game that we didn't see in the DLC. There they are. There they are. Yep, they even squeezed them into the new universe right there. That's so cool, dude. Yeah, so performance was top notch. Pacing is the last category I like, and yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. Even in the DLC as the main game, I kept like, honestly, I'm playing two games right now. I've been playing Days Gone, and actually today I should have been recording Days Gone because yesterday I recorded the Eyes of the Echo episode, and so today was supposed to be the Leapfrog, where now I'm supposed to do Days Gone, but I was like, I gotta know. I gotta test my theories. I gotta know what's gonna happen. So the pacing is just phenomenal in Outer Wilds. Pacing essentially means like, how fun did I have from the first hour to the last hour? And I mean, you could just tell I had a blast. I'm sad it's officially over. My playthrough of the Outer Wilds is officially done. There's no other stuff to play in this. So now I just have to wait for the devs, Mobius Studios, to make their new, whatever their new game's gonna be. No doubt they have to be working on something. I think the Outer Wilds was like really successful. So, well, damn. All right, that's it. That's my blind playthrough of the Outer Wilds Echoes of the Eye. I loved it. This was one of my favorite gaming experiences of all time. Outer Wilds, no doubt, including with the Echoes of the Eye DLC. In fact, dude, this might be one of the best DLCs I've ever played. It's definitely going to be up there, and man, Echoes of the Eye itself might be top 5 DLCs. Even if Outer Wilds, I'm not quite sure, inches into my top 5 overall, it's got to be pretty close. You know, I have to kind of really think about it. But I bet Echoes of the Eye itself, in terms of top 5 DLCs, gets in there. Like, yes, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, so that'll conclude my playthrough. I hope everybody enjoyed this. You know, thank you for everybody that engaged, watched, liked, subscribed. Thank you all. I guess, you know, I got to figure out what to play next. I think we're still going to have a little bit of time before the next new release comes out to kind of squeeze into the playthrough. So I got to decide, do I want to double down on Days Gone, or maybe squeeze in the start of another game, like maybe 7 Days to Die, squeeze in both of those before we get to whatever the next game is. The next actual release that comes out is Black Myth Wukong, and I'm like very, very hopeful of that game. I'm not quite sold on it yet. It looks very pretty. A lot of the stuff they did looks very pretty, not just the graphics, but like the enemies, I guess the bosses that you face in the game, they look very pretty. I am still trying to hold on to some reservations. Like, I don't want to get too excited about the game, so we'll see if that fits into the, you know, my schedule when it comes out. I mean, it'll just, it'll to be determined, I guess, on what, you know, how the game really turns out. Otherwise, you know, we've got a lot of time until the next game after that. So I guess we'll just have to figure out what I do. But I hope everybody tunes in to the next series. So yeah, hope to see you there.